I disappeared for a while. No warning. No, I'm taking a break post. I just stopped. And if you've been here for a minute, you probably noticed. But here's the thing. What happened during that break changed how I think about everything I'm building. So I wanted to come back and actually talk about it, not give you a highlight reel, the real version. So grab something, get comfortable, let's talk. So let me just be honest, I wasn't in a crisis. It wasn't one big thing that happened. It was more like I looked up one day and realized I was creating content from a completely empty place. I was posting because I felt like I had to. Because the algorithm punishes you when you disappear. Because I had this voice in my head saying consistent creators win. And I was terrified of falling behind. And that energy, that fear-based, hustle-coded energy was leaking into everything I put out. I could feel it. And honestly, I think you could probably feel it too, even if you couldn't name it. So instead of pushing through, which is what I would have done 2 years ago, I just stopped. I gave myself permission to be quiet. And at first that felt terrifying. Like I was throwing away everything I'd built. But then something shifted. When I stopped performing, I started actually hearing myself again. Like the version of me that exists outside of content, outside of a personal brand, outside of metrics and views and follower counts. And I realized I had been so focused on building the brand that I had kind of lost the person the brand was supposed to be built around, which is me. I also got really clear on something that I think a lot of us don't want to admit. I was using content creation as a way to avoid some things I needed to actually sit with. When you're always producing, always optimizing, always in creator mode, you don't have to feel stuff. You just get to stay busy. The break forced me to feel it. And on the other side of that, so much clarity. Clarity about what I'm building and why. Clarity about who I actually want to help. Clarity about what Tae Adams Studio is really supposed to be. Not just what looks good on paper. That clarity, it was worth every single day of silence. So here's what's different about how I'm showing up. Now, first, I'm done creating content just to stay visible. Every single thing I post is going to have a reason, a real one. Not because it's Tuesday or because I haven't posted in a week. Second, I'm leaning all the way into what I actually know how to do. And that's sit at the intersection of healing and business. Because that's the thing I've never seen anyone else do the way I do it. There's a lot of people teaching marketing. There's a lot of people talking about mindset. But the work I do inside Tae Adams Studio is about what happens when you actually heal the patterns that are keeping your business small. That's my lane, and I'm going all in. Third, I'm building smarter. I've spent this time getting my systems tighter. My AI tools, my content workflows, the way I show up without burning out. Because soft life isn't just an aesthetic for me, it's how I actually operate my business. And I want to show you what that looks like behind the scenes. This channel is about to become the place where I document all of it, the real stuff. Here's what I want you to stay tuned for. I'm going deeper on AI, specifically how I use AI tools to build content systems that don't require me to be on all the time, including my AI twin, which is something I've been quietly developing, and I cannot wait to show you. I'm also going to be talking way more about the business side, soft selling, emotional marketing, how alignment actually affects your conversions, real strategy, not fluff. And I'm going to keep it honest. That means talking about the corporate stuff, the transition I'm navigating, what it actually looks like to build something of your own while you're still working for someone else. No filter, no performance, just what's actually happening and what I'm learning from it. If that's the kind of content you've been looking for, content that actually meets you where you are, then this is your place. Subscribe if you haven't. Turn on notifications if you have, because we're just getting started. I'm glad I took the break, and I'm glad I'm back. Not because I had to be, but because I actually have something to say again. That's the difference. I'll see you in the next one.